Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. I am Wendy. This is Wendy's Pet Salon and this is my little home grooming salon at home. So hello and welcome back to the channel. As always, hello to all the subscribers, and if you are new with us, welcome on board. And I don't have my mic on. So hello everybody, it is 9 o'clock in the morning here in the UK. As you can see, I've still got bags under my eyes. So of course, welcome to all the subscribers, and if you are new to the channel, welcome. I do hope you will stick around. If you would like to subscribe, it would make a world of difference to the channel. If you like the video, give it a like. If you don't. And if you'd love to comment, that would be even better. And thank you so much for everybody that's giving me all the comments. It's really good that people are interacting with me, and I do reply to everybody, and I try and be as helpful as I possibly can. Obviously, because I've been grooming for a while, what is up here may help you. I'm on my own now, not in salons. I'm not able to help other people. So this is my way of channeling stuff that's up here with you. It may help, it may not. You tell me. I do have a few messages saying that it is helpful, so that is what I want. So I'm going to be really quick this morning because I've got Lillian with me, who is the lovely Sphinx who you've met before. I've got sort of half a cat day and 2 dogs today. So a bit of a mishmash of a day. Now I have to set Lillian's shampoo. You have seen the video before, but it needs to be left 25 to 30 minutes before she gets in. I put in the shampoo and really nice warm water, so by the time she comes, it's ready for her to get in. And it actually doesn't tell me why, but I presume it's because it contains like a probiotic, bacteria, microbial enzymes. So obviously, because she's naked, I've got to really take care of her skin. And I do have those little hats there, and I did put it on. She didn't try and take it off, but I'm just really careful with it. So yeah. So yeah, it's a prebiotic shampoo, especially for Sphinx cats. And I only have Lillian, who I do that with. So just leave her shampoo just a little bit longer, an extra 5 minutes, because that will make it 25 minutes since it's been set up. So I've got a Maine Coon, a lovely Chinchilla Persian, Maggie, who was meant to be a rag doll, but she's like a black and white domestic, and she's sort of very wiggly. She's a kitten. Well, she'll be getting older now, actually. I've got a Shih Tzu and I've got a hand strip border terrier. Let's see. I've got Georgie, who you've met before. He's a Capuchin. I've got the Stewie Tubbs and Daisy, who are the Cavaliers and Cocker Spaniel. I've got Beau the Lasser, Jack Lurcher, who's the Lurcher who's got the wiry type of coat, a Cockapoo, a Capuchin again, Clutie, who is the Dachshund that's meant to be wire haired, but she's sort of in between. She doesn't come back regular. Maybe 4 months or so I might see her. Heidi the Pug Cross, Field Spaniel, and Amber, who you've seen, is they're really cute. She is like a cross of all different breeds, about four. Um, but she looks a bit like a Westie cross Lhasa Shih Tzu. She's a small little dog. Archie, the Lhasa Apso, and Buddy and Milo. Unfortunately, Buddy and Milo, or Buddy anyway, I wasn't able to get them in. My floating appointments, I didn't have any. So there was a bit of a mix up with the appointments, or they wanted to change it, or something along the lines. Anyway, they weren't able to come, and they have been somewhere else in between. So we're trying to get back on track with their appointments Saturday. So, and I've got a football match on Sunday. Hopefully, I will be feeling a lot better. My husband is a lot better, so thank you for all the well wishes. He's not coughing as much. So yeah, so it isn't a bad week this week, and as you know, I have Tuesday off with my granddaughter, so I will be off tomorrow. Um, no poodles, unfortunately, but I think probably maybe Thursday evening, I may do my poodle. So the Thursday night post may be pushed to the Friday. So we maybe do a Friday and Sunday this week. I will do another deep dive on the equipment because there's so much more to tell you. I've only just sort of scraped the surface on tools. And the more you know about tools, the more it will help you do your job. And I like to sort of troubleshoot on that as well. So because I've groomed for many years, I've sort of well, if this doesn't work, I'll try this. If that doesn't work, I'll try that. And your equipment helps you, achieve that. Without the equipment, you can't, you know, trim dogs with your hands. You have to use your tools, your scissors, your combs, your brushes, because they were all designed to maintain one way or the other. Even if it was a bull dog, they are still needed to be maintained. Nails, for instance, ears cleaned, skin looked after. Look at the beautiful, if you've ever been to Crufts in the UK and you see the beautiful Mexican hairless dogs who are fairly big and muscular, if they were human, I think they would be really handsome. I always think that. Certain breeds have got that about them, and they are one of them. They are muscular, and they cream them. So they were all changed and developed for us to maintain and look after. They even corded dogs. They don't cord by themselves. You have to maintain them. You have to nurture those cords to keep the skin free, and you do need to wash the cords, and split them and maintain them. So it's not. They're all there to be looked after. And even short-haired cats, for instance, they may be fine when they're young and they've got a short coat and stuff like that. Later on in life, when they maybe are sleeping a lot and they don't groom themselves as much and they get all this impacted fur, they need a bit of a helping hand to remove that. And if you haven't nurtured that along the way and they're not used to being handled, then it can be quite a difficult task. Even short hairs can get matted. I have had short-haired cats come to me with matting. They get older, they don't look after themselves, and then the impacted hair clogs together, turns into like a shell. I have had that where a short-haired cat has got a tortoise shell on the top of it because it's a little bit portly, he's got older, the coat hasn't been looked after, it's all welded together, and I've had to shave the top off, and it can be difficult and traumatizing because the cat's not used to any of that. So us groomers are really, really helpful when it comes to things like that. And this is the kind of things that we learn, as pet groomers. We are dealing with people's pets every day. People's life situations have changed. People touch their dogs more than others. It's all a big world of knowledge, And when you're in this world, you've been in for a while and you've picked up all those things, your knowledge will build up. And I mean, people ask me all sorts of strange things, you know, but I feel privileged that people feel that what I would tell them is, right, you know. They know that I'm not going to tell them, you know, rubbish. And if I don't know it, I'll say, I don't know. I will say, you need to go to the vets on that. It's not something I can help with. But grooming wise and all that type of thing, you're talking nails, ears, skin, whatever. We learn it all as we go. And as a new groomer, you're not familiar with all that type of thing, but eventually over time it will all blur all in together, and you'll just have that in your mind, you know, uh, about everything to watch, and you become a little bit more conscientious in what you're doing because you'll have built up these experiences, what to look for fleas, grooming a dog that's got hot spots, grooming a matted dog, and the aftermath of that. So a matted dog, um, you know about all the risks when you take that hair off, and then sometimes the customer will come back to you and say, "Well, my dog's irritated," and you're like, "Well, it's actually not something that I've done. It's actually what you've done by neglecting your dog." And all these bacteria, things have built up, and you just took the hair off and exposed it, and then they can get nearer to the skin and scratch it more and make a secondary infection. So it's all this stuff that you learn over the years, um, you know, contributes to all your knowledge, and all this stuff is, you get to know over time. So you know, and it's not just about learning, about the styles and things like that. There's just so much more. There's just so much more. It's never ending, and every day is a school day. You'll learn something every single day. So, I mean, I've done what, 350 videos, and I haven't even scratched the surface, to be honest. It's just in dribs and drabs. So I'm going to get Lillian in the bath now because her bath will be definitely ready for her to get in. And I'll come back shortly and maybe show you. Oh, just turn my. Oh no, it's still on. I'll come back shortly and just show you a clip of each dog today. Maybe not Ollie because his mum stays, and maybe get a sneaky picture in there. You have seen Ollie before. So I'm going to crack on and yeah, watch out for the next deep dive on equipment. And I mean, it's something that we could do probably every week, talk about equipment and different types of things like that. It's all ongoing. And then Thursday we'll push on. It'll probably push on to a Friday post and then a Sunday post. And then we're back to Monday. So thank you so much, everybody, for liking, loving, sharing the videos. It really, really helps because even if it's just a small little bit of something that I've passed on to somebody, you may then pass it on to somebody, and then it grows, doesn't it? So yeah, I will see you shortly. So Lillian has had her bath, and I've also scrubbed the beds because she gets a lot of dirt around the base of the nails, so around right at the base there. So we clean that off, don't we? Yes, we do. We do. She's had a nice bath, nice soak, and oh, you smell fresh and clean. And then what I do after, I put a little bit of aloe vera on her, which is cooling, and isn't it? It's nice. We like it. I've just put some on her back now. I just want to put it some on the sides and underneath on her belly. Just give you a little bit of a massage. Because she gets little scratches, obviously. Cut her nails, so. Little curly tail. Right, let me just turn you around that way so everybody can see you. Got you. I've got you. You've seen your bed, haven't you? You've seen your bed. I know. But there she is. That's lovely Lillian. Lovely Lillian. What do you think? What do you reckon? Go that way. There. What's that? She's off with me. Do you want to go back in your bed? Is that what you want? Looking for an escape route? Are you? What do you think? She's cute, isn't she? Lovely. Let's put you back. I know you want to go back. Ooh. There we go. Ooh. There we go. She's all. She's in there. There you are. She's ready for home. So I'm going to clean up and wait for my next cat. I probably won't be able to show the next one because the man stays. Yeah, he just stays. He just has a quick flick over. He never has any knots really. Only a few around his knickers on the odd occasion. He's a Maine Coon, but he's still growing. So we've got another 1, 2. We've got 3 cats, and then we've got 2 dogs. So yeah. You okay? Yeah. So you've just seen Lillian. I couldn't show you Rebus because he the owner stays, and you know he is the most beautiful Maine Coon. He's only young, but he absolutely loves a pamper. He just rolls around on them. It's lovely. It's honestly, I have got some beautiful cats. There's only one that gives me an issue, lovely Monty, who I just sort of clip and then put him back in the box. But I've got lovely Pumpkin now. Oh, come here, sweetie. Oh, there we go. Here's Pumpkin. Look at her, beautiful. She's got big. Look at her. She's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. She's been a little bit upset because her mum has been away and a strange person has been looking after her. I don't know if she's a strange person, but it's a different person looking after her, and obviously cats can get really, stressed in different, they like a certain type of feng shui, and if things majorly change, it really does affect them. So look at the cute little face peeping. So I'm going to give Pumpkin a groom out. She's not too bad, but she has had diarrhea and things because she's just been so upset because her mum's not been there. So I'm going to give her a quick groom through, and that'll be Pumpkin, won't it? Yeah, she's beautiful. And then what have we got then? And then we've just got Maggie, little Maggie. Sometimes her mum stays, so we might not see Maggie. And then we've got Ollie and a hand strip. So we're just going to take you through my day today. And I'm also having lots of changes to appointments. People are going on last minute things, so I've had a lot of changes to do. And I'm also trying to get through all my appointments that people have given me for their next year's, so that my diary's, got plenty of work in there. So, and we'll see how next year's diary goes as to whether we can take on any more people. Just want to put everything in and see who's due and see how the diary goes next year. And we can, just see if we can have any new people. I do have one new one come in, Marvin, who we are going to record because he is apparently a little bit challenging. So we've got him to look forward to soon, to see whether we can help him enjoy his groom a bit better. But apart from that, I haven't taken anybody. I do their other dog, so I'll be doing that one. So I'm going to crack on with Pumpkin, just giving a little bit of a minute to chill out on the table before I start. But yeah, it makes for a lovely calm day when you have a cat day, or a half and half day. But I do like to do, if I'm going to do a whole day of cats, it's a whole day of cats, or a clump of cats and let all the cats come and then do the dogs at the end of the day. So it's more catty in here than it is doggy, So I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but that's what I generally do. It's either a cat day or a dog day generally. So I'll see you in a bit. Hello there, Maggie. Look at those whiskers. Last dog of the day is lovely Maisie. I don't think she can hear me too well, can you? She's been really, really poorly, and she was nearly not with us. So it's been a long time, and you can see her hair is what you call fully blown. You can see it's even coming out. If I just go like that, oh, maybe not. You see how long it is? It's a bit greasy, so I probably need to put some chalk on it. I'm just going to see how it pulls. The legs are completely pullable. It's a little bit, the hair's a little bit drier on that end. Hey, okay. Yeah, so she's been rather poorly, so I'm going to crack on with Maisie. I'm going to give her, so you can see her now, how she looks now, like a woolly bear. We'll get some chalk and strip it all out. You can see how it's all parted. You see a new hair growth underneath. So I'm going to strip her all out. Going to do your nails as well. Give her a bath and get her all ship shape and sorted. So I'll see you in a bit. So she's all bath ready now. You see, it looks a lot different, doesn't it? Let's just turn you around, sweetie. Turn you around. Look at that. How about that, Maisie Moo? Right, let's put you down on the floor so you can stretch your legs. Oh, good girl. There you go. Okay. Wow, she's light as a feather now. And here is her hair. Look at all that. So I'm going to get her in the bath. We can have a look at her when she's finished. There is even more hair on the floor. There she is. Hey, look at that. You're like the same colour as the floor, Maisie. And there is her hair. Look at that. It's all there as well. Good girl. So I'm just using a strip knife, my banded comb, and I can't find, I did save another band, but I'm just using my little ones for now. The chalk helps me grip. So she couldn't come for her last one, so you know, the reason why I strip it out first is because there is so much of it, and obviously when it's dirty and I can put the chalk on, I can grip and I can pull it out a lot better. So now when I bath her, because the follicles are open now with pulling all that hair out, I'm covered in hair. It's all hanging around my nose. I'm going to move this hair. Oh gosh, it's everywhere. The joys. I'm just going to use a mild hypoallergenic shampoo. I'm actually probably going to use the ordinary innocent one. That or I could actually use the best shot on her as well, because that is sensitive as well, and it's for problem coats. So and I noticed that she has got some areas of missing hair, so I may go with either one. Either one will be fine because it's mild and sensitive. So we'll see when she's all finished and dry. Ta-da! It's 5:05. So under the 2 hours, which is good because we don't want her here forever, do we? It was a big job. It was. It was. So that's as good as it's going to get today. I've gone back over her with the finger and thumb, and my knife. I say knife. It's pretty blunt, really. It's just really to help you pull. And I've gone over a little bit of a grooming block as well. That really helps. The dead coat, you can actually use it for stripping as well. Ideal for puppies, because it feels a lot nicer, and it wouldn't damage their coat at all as it's growing through. So yeah, you can run it over. See how it builds up the hair. Helps get it out. And run it down the legs and the extra bits off. Good girl. Just run it down. Great little, not very expensive. You can use this in between if you've got a border terrier, just to help keep it down for a bit. Oh. Some people use a plummy stone, which is similar, but it's just grooming block. It's fairly cheap to get. You see how it all comes out? It just helps me get these little extra fine bits out. But she's got quite a fluffy undercoat. Hey, how's that? Good girl. Oh, your thing's coming up. Are we on green? We're on green. Well, she's been absolutely fine, considering she was at death's door, weren't you? Yes. She's cute. She's 14, I believe, 13. 13? Are you 13? I did cut a lot off her nails because the nails were quite long, and I've also sanded them down. She's a good girl. She She lets me sand them, no problem. She doesn't have an issue with sometimes when they're long like this and very straight. When the nails are really straight and pointy, I do have a cockapoo that I do has got really straight nails. Ideally, when they get to the bend there, the nerve will stop growing. But when they're straight, the nerve will just carry on growing. So it's quite hard to gauge, especially when you've got black nails. So if you just take off as much as you comfortably think you can, a bit at a time, and then go with the sander, you're more likely not to catch the quick. And that's the bit that I don't really like doing because it just puts them off. You tend to, sorry vets, but the vets tend to just cut them off, get that off, and then they'll come back to me for a groom and they've had an extra nail trim and they're like, you ain't touching my nails again. You're like, oh, you were all right before. But so treat. Oh yes. Yeah, not my fingers. Don't eat my fingers. You want another one? They love these steak things. I tell you what, they smell delicious. That's my finger. You took my finger with it as well. I think your eyesight must be going. Was the extra finger there? Hey? She said I'll have the finger as well. So that was my day today. Like I said, you know what my week is now, the kind of things that I've got going on this week. So we'll do a tool talk, another tool talk throughout the week. And then obviously I need to do my poodle. He is a black poodle, but he's not very black because he's old and, you know, he's a bit of a blur at the moment. So we're going to turn him into a poodle. He needs his face doing, his feet doing, the whole lot. So we'll do him hopefully Thursday night. And I will see you then. Bye from me and bye from Maisie.